It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll get a rematch of the first ever.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
2nd and 7. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Packers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. To the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Right back to the air for Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, KC. That is first touchdown of the new year. The extra point, up and good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll get a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl. It's the Packers and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first down. If you're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down. Love from the gun. Getting out to his... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock, I think, needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes starting off with a throw.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Play action, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll come up first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea, get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Love. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. The Packers send out their punting unit. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man left. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays. But as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. And eventually, you could take the will away from your opponent.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 8 yards to go.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. To the air with Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Love on 3rd and short. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Gets him on the in route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Here's Mahomes now. Completes this one to Rice. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 17. On target to Jackson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 37. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. To the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send a receiver in motion right. He's got room to roam here. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. Love from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, now Love. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. At the 20. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, fired a dart there, but it's not going to be brought in.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 24-yard line.
Running is Pacheco. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Brad Robbins on again for another punt. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will take over possession. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Love now. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So that brings us to halftime here in Cape. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Pierce now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Brad Robbins will kick it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Love. That's caught for the first. Keeps himself upright. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play fake, it's Love. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Escapes the pocket. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs returning their offense and this running back to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 15. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Out now runs the Packer offense. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. First down throw. Here's Love. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Able to get it to Reed. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. Back to the line they go, it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Packers all set to get back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And their struggles on the ground continue. brief pause. Welcome back to the NFL. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. The Packers send out their punting unit. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Chiefs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Deron Bland.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 19. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They've got 1st down from the 31.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
This is Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action, Mahomes. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. putting the tight end in motion. Another throw for Mahomes. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Throwing is Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw. Here's Love. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss,
And welcome back to all of you joining us for this. They've got a man in motion. Here's second and 11. Finds him on the crossing route. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within 1 score in the fourth. Jaden Reed the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They bring a tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They send the tight end in motion. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They run with Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopeless.